Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I've been doing great. We're gonna talk about mortgage rates. They're taking off again, and it's so exciting to watch this because as mortgage rates go higher, real estate gets pressed down and down and down, and nobody wants to buy it. They get depressed, they don't want to buy it. Homeowners are gonna start panicking even more and putting their homes on the market. It's going to get nutty, and it's going to get even nuttier when people figure out that no, the Fed's not going to pivot. They got to keep raising rates because inflation is nowhere near under control. Check this out of CNBC. It's so easy to figure this out. If you guys want a link to my real estate crash course, 70% off, I can guarantee you after taking that course, you will be able to say to me that you are about to save so much more money on your next home purchase and be able to think a lot clearer of when to jump in because the signs are everywhere, but very, very few people see them. But it's so easy to figure it out. All right, out of CNBC, mortgage demand drops again as rates cross back over 7%. It says the average rate on the popular 30-year fixed mortgage crossed over 7% on Tuesday, according to Mortgage News Daily. That is the highest level since early March. Rates have been rising on a combination of concerns among investors. First, uncertainty over whether the Federal Reserve will do what they will do with interest rates, given a still strong economy. Second, the battle over raising the debt ceiling and the possibility of a U.S. default. Both of those already had rates climbing last week with mortgage demand pulling back. Total mortgage application volume dropped 4.6% last week compared with the previous week, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association's seasonally adjusted index. Last week, the weekly average contract interest rate for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage with conforming loan balances, which is $726,000 or less, increased to 6.69%. For loans with a 20% down payment, according to the MBA, the rate was 5.46 the same week a year ago. Now remember, if you put down 20% or more, you're going to pay fines. And if you have a good credit score now, you're going to pay fines. Thank you to the White House. Let me know about your thoughts on that program below. Mortgage applications to purchase a home dropped 4% for the week and were 30% lower than the same week a year ago. Since rates have been so volatile and for sale inventory still scarce, we have yet to see sustained growth in purchase applications, said Joel Kahn, Vice President and Deputy Chief Economist at MBA. Well, good job for you, Joel, because guess what? Your chief economist status ain't that great. Or why don't you tell the people the truth? The fact is, the reason why there's no inventory is because nobody can afford to sell their house and buy something else. It's insane. That's just like what happened in 2005. Get ready, guys. This crash is going to be epic. And these are the signs that you need to keep yourself aware of to keep your creative juices flowing on building up your cash reserves right now, getting out of debt, getting that credit score ready, and getting ready to pounce. It's not going to happen this year. You're going to see the fall this year, but you're going to wait another year. And in 2024, we're going to start picking up properties. Even if the debt crisis is resolved before a default, rates don't have a lot of reason to move significantly lower anytime soon. And that is absolutely correct. There is so much fear in the markets among hedge funds, big retail investors, and institutional investors that those bond rates are going to stay high. And the Federal Reserve is going to have to keep them high because they're going to keep raising that interbank lending rate. It says here, credit the progressive improvement in bank sentiment mixed but resilient economic data. What resilient economic data do you guys see? I don't see anything. I think it's total bullcrap. And a Federal Reserve that has been steadfast in its reminders about their higher for longer rate mantra. Like, oh my gosh. It's like you just want to grab some of these economists and go, you're not that bright. Because this is what they always do. They always hold rates high. And they're going to go higher, and then they're going to hold them, and it's going to be pain. But hey, Jerome Powell actually told you, you're about to experience pain. You're about to feel pain, was his actual quote. This is insane. I guess economists don't listen to Jerome Powell because he's actually telling the truth. Yeah, we're gonna take this thing down, and then we're going to buy up all your houses. And this come from that brilliant quote came from Matthew Graham, Chief Operating Officer at Mortgage News Daily. You see, that's the funny thing about Mortgage News Daily is they've got to try and make it look like they've always got to spin it. You know, interest rates are going down. Like what? I saved $10. I'm not going to buy that same house, but they're down. You better buy now. You use the fear factor, or you're never going to be able to afford. It's just a normal cycle, people. Well, not really. It's a normal cycle in its timing sequence, but this one right here is a 100-year cycle, which means it's going to be really big. I mean, about as big as a Chicago deep dish pizza, which, oh my gosh, right now I'm very hungry for. But the fact of the matter is it is going to be big and it's going to be awesome. Remember, the higher they are, what's that quote? You get it. It's going to be bad on the other side. Guys, I hope you got something out of this. I'm going to put a link to that real estate crash course. I want as many people as prepared as possible. And hey, I can say it. After taking that course, you're going to have such a clear mind of what is going on with this market and being able to time this so much better without the minutia and all the people from Mortgage Business Daily telling you today's the time to buy a house. Absolutely insane. All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.